Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Cold Fire, and I am doing some financial readings for this month. If y'all don't know, we actually do a financial year audit. So this would be the audit for the year 2022 to 2023, but it's called the financial year end 2022 audit. Now, a lot of strange activity when it comes to um, numerical value attached to monetary gain or wealth that is coming up to the surface, and it's coming up a little. Um, it it's unconventional. It's not it. We are not getting signs, and we're not getting messages. We're not getting it directly. We're not. Neither are we getting it indirectly. It's just unconventional. It's different. It's not like how we get financial information uh, with the normal methods. The normal methods will just show you what's there, like on the surface, and quickly and putting it in reports and things like that. But what does not come out into the public is like the ancient historical, prehistorical wealth that we're still working from. There are definitely there's definitely a very advanced financial systems. I don't know why I said situations. Definitely advanced financial situations as a consequence of advanced financial systems that we are going to be channeling and we're going to be facing in real life. Some of us will start to uh, feel it, the information coming in much faster than others. But it's going to be a great time. It's going to be it's going to be a prosperous time for humanity, and it's going to be a little. There are going to be mixed feelings because we're finally getting the value, the number, the figure attached to the value of what we've preserved, what we've maintained, what we've used, what we had lost, and lost the information on wealth that we had lost. Something to do with actual commodity property related to property, something deep underground, something ancient. Gold is coming up pretty strongly. One other tarot reader just mentioned gold dust, glitter versus gold bricks, in an analogy to explain what has value, things that might look similar. Well, one has value, one doesn't have value. So once we've kind of blown over the glittery aspects of our commodity, the glamour, glam. Once we remove the glam, then the actual hidden wealth comes to our attention. That is what I wanted to say. So if we've tried to look at value generation, especially numeric value generation based on popularity or something trending, then it's not going to come through, right? So it's called padded value, padding the value with glitter, and it's like the glitter has been hiding or distracting us from actually seeing that we have actual commodity, actual metal, actual gold. And wherever you take gold in the world, it has value, and I think he's sitting on that information for quite some time. There are some people who are skulking around and being all very sneaky and suspicious, and digging up as far beneath the surface as we can to access the basements or the underground aspects. But let me tell you, it's an ancient accounting system, and it wasn't lost. It's going to find the right hands. It's got mind of its own. That entire system, the financial system, it's existed. It's whatever audit system financial reports that we generate right now are historical data, right? So this is prehistoric, and there's evidence of it everywhere in the mythology. Yep. Okay, finally one card falls out. We have Virgo, digest. This financial system is linked, this money, this hidden wealth, and this value is linked to something that the earth has digested. Like, Virgo to me as earth. It is definitely earth sign, Virgo. I don't know, somehow always symbolizes like Gaia, the planet Earth. And also the planet in alternate realities, parallel realities, higher dimensions, right? So this system is includes that the financial aspects of Earth being a part of a multidimensional, multidimensional, as well as an timeless and eternal phenomena, not just the physical earth, but the mythological earth or the metaphysical earth, the mental aspects. Like, for example, the financial records for the year, right, are the material world, physical world aspects, and the akashic records are basically the mental world aspects, the subconscious aspects. So there's something that the earth, it has been digested by the earth and it's become so, it's like part of the crew, part of the ship kind of a thing. So if you're Juno partnership, I don't know, it keeps coming up. Debilitated discomfort. Mm. The partnership keeps coming up. The right kind of partnership keeps coming up again and again. It's like that information also um, got swallowed. I don't know why. It's like, along with that kind of the financial information being hidden, it's like it needs to conduct some kind of excavation or exploration of that digested financials. It's digested, so it's become such a integral part, inherent part of the financial system that we are working on in this reality, or even any other parallel reality, ancient, prehistoric times, and far future. It's like it is a part of it. If you find yourself as an earthling at wherever it might be, whenever it might be, it's like it's like it's inevitable that it's supposed to come to. And this partnership, it's like two people have to come together, and they are going to have to figure it out as a couple. These two are, they look like a couple, like a male and a female, right? That kind of partnership is coming up. And look at that, Leo shine. So, like the former king of the jungle, let's say before man became the king of the jungle. Man, I think, is the king of the jungle when it comes to the mental aspects of things. But when it comes to actual commodity, actual natural earth wealth, like earth, the earth, element earth of wealth, it's still the lion and his pride that is the mentor for the mental world aspects things. So it's you might be getting a lot of, and it's Pisces season, so you might be dreaming a lot. I'm definitely going to end up doing a dream tarot. Not today, I'm still on a break. I was I was going to try and take a break for a couple of weeks, but a lot of financial content is coming up, and it's all mixed up, it's botched about we need to really go to like primal instincts. So there's something that we built on top of this uh, pre-existing system, financial system. It's like prehistoric, ancient system. Like there's something that we built on top of it that is making us uncomfortable. That is debilitating. It's maybe it could be some banks are shutting down. I don't know. Maybe there's some banks shutting down, and that kind of stuff is reshuffling. And what needs to go, like padded value, the banks that like overstate their value, mm, to market marketing. I know these are all technical terms, but we all know the financial crisis that happened in the last decade, a couple of decades. Actually, we had Enron, and then we had Lehman Brothers. That's kind of crumbling. It's based on something very superficial. It is not something that's based on something that's digested, and which is ancient wisdom and knowledge of how do we preserve or how do we calculate the value of our wealth. Where is it hidden? Where did we hide it previously? It's just like we forgot. We start building this imaginary system on top of it without even having our real partners, our actual. The mind is a space of duality, right? So the mental world is duality. We all always we need a partner. When it comes to the mind, we need a partner to brainstorm, a partner. This and we haven't basically found the right partners for us, the romantic partners. I was watching um I was watching the last episode of season of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, season 3, and after I was done with that, it's like Lenny Bruce and Midge Maisel. She like they are supposed to be the partner, right? Not just industry partner, but they're friends and life partners, right? And she's divorced, um, and and then after that episode, I was recommended on Next Up on Amazon Prime for Everybody Loves Raymond, and Raymond and his wife. Now I forget the her name. I don't know why. I've watched the show quite a bit, but it's been a while. Like their partnership is so perfect. It's like uh, so that is a very crucial step that somehow a lot of people uh, skipped over, and they thought that this structure that we built on top of it would be sustained if we just had any partner. The financial system actually requires a perfect partnership A perfect partnership. Let's see what we do with that. Rebirth. Some plutonic aspects are taking birth again, like, and something beyond Pluto as well. So earlier, like in prehistoric times, we recorded 12 planets, and there was like one massive landmass, one large continent, and some portions of it sunk to the bottom of the oceans and seas. And those were lost islands, and that entire civilization that we lost is called popularly known as Atlantis, but there's so many other aspects to it. There's Lemurians, and there are many other lost islands. All right, so um, and these are things beyond Pluto. I feel beyond Pluto, but we're going through a Pluto return in the United States of America. I mean, I didn't want to say we, but in the U.S. they're going USA, they're going through a Pluto return. It's basically the time when they signed the Constitution of America. Pluto was in a certain zodiac. I think it was Capricorn, and now it's made a comeback after a very long time. So it has kind of been um, in prehistoric times, Pluto and the planet Nibiru after Pluto, as well as our moon, was considered part of the planet. So there were 12 planets, right? And then the moon was no longer considered a planet. Started being considered as a satellite. And then we went on to removing. We have no records of Nibiru apparently, so it comes from like the dark universe, even within the visible universe parameters. So it's a very interesting thing. I just feel that there is some system, there is some wealth system that it was obscured. It was obscured knowledge, and now it's coming through. It's coming through again. Pluto, we could chart its course and how it's returned, because now we know it's returned, we can see it. It's the same way. There is something far beyond that is attached to humanity and our solar system and our star system. That information, that wealth, that gold rush is coming back. All right. We have Chiron heal. Second house resources. Look at that. There is some ancient wound that needs to be healed. It's to do with the combination of the dark universe as well and the visible universe. Because see, there's a knowledge, there's the dark serpent, and then there is the light serpent. We don't even see the head of the dark serpent. So whatever's coming through the dark, like whatever, what it's not the dark, it's like whatever we've been kept in the dark about. Even if we reduce the scale, even if we reduce the scale down to our own little not little, our own financial aspects, our own bank balance, and how do we deal with, we can actually we will find a lot of hidden elements. We are going to find a lot of hidden elements. But metaphorically and mythologically, we need to we there's it says solar calm, clarified. We need to get some kind of internal clarity, energetic clarity, as to why do we still feel like, like there's something more to this situation Now, what meets the eye is our financial situation. Why is there something more than what meets the eye at present? It should make us uncomfortable. It should really make us uncomfortable. Because it's not just lack consciousness, it's not just lack mentality. It's like, why are we consciously aware of a lack? Because there is something in our memory, there is this abundance in our memories, which isn't coming through. It isn't coming through. Like even now, like, I see like people, I see a viewer and then they disappear, and then when I make a certain point, the viewer appears, and sometimes I get a like, I'm being stopped from seeing. It's hidden value that's coming through. It really is, guys. It really, really is. It's coming through. You can see it. You can see it in the world. In spite of all the lies and the smoke screens, we're able to see this in the world when we go and look outside, even through your windows, even if you just go outside and see, even if there's no one, right? We can see it. The evidence is right, like in nature, it's there. But yeah, like there are people like digging up stuff, and there's a lot of that going on, all right? Like, so yeah, look at that. Look at that. A lot of people going, and w- we have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles together. It's like somebody, whoever is digging this up to claim it for themselves, they're being rejected. It's like they're being called out on the fact that they were hoarding in on something that belongs to somebody else. So that whatever has been stolen, or whatever has been kept from you when it comes to money, that was making you feel this lack, like, the value of the monetary value is purposely hidden here, and whoever is hidden it is like flashing it at you. So whoever is hiding this from you is flashing this at you right now. So y'all need to, if y'all have ever felt this uncomfortable, like debilitated discomfort, and you've seen that somebody else is flashing this at you, like for example, let's say, um, you had I don't know why it's like, let's say you had a bracelet, all right, and a charm bracelet, like from school, high school, since you were a child, and you kept adding charms on it, right? And all of those charms have some kind of value. Time value is added to it. If you bought one, you put one in the first grade, and then in the sixth grade, and then the 10th grade, and then university, and then that sort of thing. At the time that you bought it, right, it might have cost you very, very little, but that increased in value over time. And then suddenly one day you very, very, like, maybe you are in your late 30s. I'm just giving you a hypothetical situation, right? Maybe you're in your late 30s, and that might mean something also, like, late 20s to late 30s, something between the age of 27 to 40, right? So you might be that, and suddenly one day, like, you take it off and you keep it somewhere, but everybody around you kind of knows that that's your charm bracelet. That is the value that you have gathered, right, in your life. And then somebody takes it away, and then you lose that energy, you lose that object that housed the value of memories throughout your life, as well as that actual object, that charm bracelet, has monetary value. It has stories attached to it, right? And you feel that somebody just stole it, it's gone, like it's lost, if maybe it fell in the trash, and etc etc. And then like after, let's say, a few days, weeks, months go by, and then somebody's flashing it at you, right? Flashing it at you, and everybody knows this, that this is your charm bracelet, and somebody else is that culprit, that thief who's stolen it. They know that thief as well, but they're not calling them that thief. They're allowing that thief to flash your charm bracelet that they stole at you. They're not even saying it that it's the thief's charm bracelet. Nobody's saying anything about it, and the thief is continuing to flash your charm bracelet at you, and make only to make you feel rejected, only to make you stop you from seeing what is yours, and debilitating you, hurting you, and harming you, keeping you completely discomforted. So that kind of stuff is ending, by the way. It's coming full circle. So not only is this person going to be smacked upside their head by somebody grown up, like, the lion's going to come in roaring and smack them at the back, upside their head, and make them drop, and that's going to basically make them drop your charm bracelet. And then you're going to pick it up, and then you're going to be approached by, like, and approached by a lot of information that you've calculated, because you lost it, and then somebody else was flashing it at you, right? It got stolen from you. This charm bracelet that was just with you all your life, and you never knew the value of it. This looks like a charm bracelet as well, like, the circle, this wreath. This wreath looks like a charm bracelet, doesn't it? So it's like that. And then you're gonna sit, like, once it's back in your hands, you're gonna sit and calculate, and you're gonna actually see what material is it made of. In spite of the charms on your charm bracelet being so old, they still retain a color. They have probably changed color. They show the value of time. So it could be anything. Like, it could be anybody who's
It's 10 o'clock.
been collecting coins. It could be gold. Like, if you have some kind of gold that you have, uh, like this gold loan stuff is coming up, all right. And um that somebody's used the gold to finance something about their life, and all of that, and gold financing. And then somebody's who's just flashing the gold at you. This person's going to be beaten up, like, they're going to be like beaten up, and the gold's going to be taken away, because that gold financing business was like really crap, all right. It was a very temporary solution, and now people are holding it, just mocking other people about it. The gold financiers, whoever makes this arrangement, are going to go down. They're really, really, really going to go down, I feel, because uh, it doesn't. The gold does not pass hands unless and until there's an actual receipt, like somebody has given you the gold as a gift, or if somebody has bought it from you or sold it to you, All right. There has to be some kind of paperwork. Nobody can just hold the gold and say that, oh, it's mine. No, whoever it has been registered with, it always it remains with that. Like, you can keep it. You can keep it there to get the money, and then that's a whole nother system. That's an old ancient system. But the original owner of the gold always remains the original owner of the gold. Like whoever made that charm bracelet, because old is a very, 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 very ancient, sought out commodity. Like, it's there in all kind of folklore. It's in occult practices. It's in all of the alien conspiracy theories and all the and theories as well. It's all over the place. So I don't know why does it have to be told, like, there's some wealth to your name, and it's there, and nobody else can like, I don't understand. Okay. King of Swords. Yeah, that is on the way. Like, it's happening. Like, whoever this investigation, there's an investigator here. Somebody's being asked to open their mouth. They're showing strength, and they're not. And they're just lashing. They have counsel. They have legal counsel. They actually have legal counsel. They have good advice. People are advising really well. Let's get some other cards. Legal advisor, investigation, legal advisor, judge. Um, they know who's holding gold. Somebody needs to speak up. There could be a Leo involved here. The Leo has to speak up. Or Virgo knows. Look at that. We have the Justice card. We have Libra card here. There's some kind of definitely leaving out in the cold of someone who 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 thought it was okay to flash somebody else's wealth at them and to mock and jeer them. Um, there's something. It's very juvenile and immature about this situation. It's really, really crappy. It's it's actual money. It's actual commodity. It's actual gold, or anything. It could be like silverware. It could be crockery, like your plates and cups and saucers. It could be charm bracelets. It could be anything. It could be anything with monetary value that somebody's just holding up to you and then mocking you. It's like I've been complaining about, like, bots and bugs and hackers being on my profile and like extracting content and then creating really, really badly written and very um, with subliminal frequencies regarding twin flames and all of that. And it is so funny. Like, I used to upload something, and then I would have these many, many, many channels like show up. It just, like, there were slides, like video slides, and it's written stuff, like DM apologize and things like that. So it was literally that. Like, somebody's holding up my content, like I'm here talking for more than an hour sometimes, and then after I'm done with that, 2 or 3 hours later, or like a few minutes later, it's like there's some AI bot that has generated this video, and the it's like their grammatical mistakes is an understatement. I mean, some videos, like, have words over there that are not. I mean, it's just like bunch of letters typed together, and you're just supposed to assume what the word is. So basically, the intellectual property that I have was flashed in front of me by that thief, right? So it could be anything. It could be anything, and this is attached directly to your actual to the actual value that you've created, monetary value that you have created. So which means you are owed that value. And this investigation, it's bizarre. I know it's bizarre, but it's going to happen because these people are idiots. They're flashing what they've taken away from you, they're not even using it properly. They're not even going to get anything from it, right? It's like everybody knows it's your freaking charm bracelet. Everybody knows that it's your stuff. And everybody knows that this person just took it away. They didn't even steal it from you. They just took it away to just flash it at you. Actual monetary value that you. This is the judgment card here. There's somebody under judgment for doing this, and this investigation is going on. And this person still, like, it's like shameless. It's weird. This person is like showing you this, but won't give it back to you. It's disgusting. Like, oh, all right. So that's why, like, some authorities, people are gonna have to start speaking up in front of the authorities. Why do you feel like you don't have enough money? You're gonna have to start speaking up in front of the auditors. You're gonna have to find an auditor, not a wealth manager. No, like, go and find a um, chartered accountant and talk to them. Get your financial situation investigated. Everybody who's on the record here, whoever has any kind of paperwork, nationality, has a job, whatever it is, a passport or identification card that you're a citizen of a nation, whatever, you even if you don't, like, you were born on this planet. There's an entire civilization brewing right here, built on top of the prehistoric ancient civilizations, right? There is something, even if you're a tribal person, there is wealth associated with that, right? So, you being born here, there's wealth associated with you being born here. Maybe you were told that you're an orphan, but you you had parents, right? You didn't fall out of the sky. You were born here, flesh and blood, right? So you had parents. Okay, even if you fell out of the sky, you had parents somewhere in the sky. Somebody made you. There is a creator there. And the creator did, like, whoever made you didn't just make you and throw you out here. So if you're feeling like there is something that was supposed to be passed on from you, passed on to you directly by your parents, the ones who created you, right? And you've always felt rejected from it, that's going to get investigated, and these people are going to be under judgment. The judgment card also keeps showing up all the time. They just don't want you to have it. It's like they don't want you to have it. They want you want it's like something has happened. There are some people who are involved that that only their only purpose of existence is to keep showing you this, whatever is owed to you, but not actually hand it over. And these people are under like some harsh judgment for, and they they've kind of hit the self detonate button somehow. It's like self destructive behavior. They've flashed around what truly belongs to you quite a bit. Look at that, this deception. And at the same time, so when you're like, okay, can I have my charm bracelet back? They go around and they hide it and they say, what charm bracelet? I never had it. And just like the next, it's just like 1 minute ago they were holding it and showing it to you, teasing you, like mocking you. Look at that, they were holding it just not a minute before. They were holding it, and somebody has seen this, somebody has watched this, somebody has gathered and put together the entire story and entire scenario. I knew the Eight of Pentacles was going to come by. This is to do with the creative collective, the people who are creators here. You're putting things together. on the canvas. And whoever has done this to the creative collective, they are they, they're going through judgment, and it's going to be annoying. It's really going to be annoying because it's like this is what they keep doing. All right, they go flashing around what belongs to you, right? What belongs to you, they go flashing around, and the second you ask them, it's like in front of everyone, they just hide it behind, they just hide it behind just hide it behind their backs. and and you it's it and you are having to create something without your amulet, without the knowledge that you have this secured in your hands, or rather with the knowledge that your wealth is in somebody else's hand, and the whole world knows that it's yours. It's yours. And the whole world knows it's yours. But it's these people who are just hoarding it, and just like whole and just they keep continuing flashing it at you. They keep flashing it at you. They have taken every chance. There are a lot that have been driven away, they've got their bad karma judgment. This loss it's coming up as some kind of mental issue as well, because this seems like a pattern that is repeated over and over again, and still this person isn't learning. They're holding on to something, and every time you go and ask for it back, or you it's not even ask for it back. It's like every time you say that I know you have the so and so thing, this information, this financial information, you know that this much, and you know that I'm supposed to have this much part of it, immediately it kind of goes missing. And it and you're expected to generate that same amount of money from the ethers. So there could be another aspect to this as well, that whatever you are creating is generating this wealth, and it's in the future. Not in the future per se, but it's being generated right now. And this person might be flashing something at you, the value at you, which is very, 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 very limited. It's not the one. It's not the true value of it. So let's say you're working hard on creating something, okay, like your masterpiece, whatever it might be something. Um, it might be an object. It might be whatever. It's just like your masterpiece, right? And you've been given some kind of money, very little money, all right. Most of it got you. Let's say they're saying that you pitch us this idea. You tell us what you are creating. Tell us about your masterpiece a little bit, and then we'll give you this money to make it happen, right? And they keep flashing you this amount, but you know that these people are going to just they're lying. They don't have this money. They don't have this money, and the value that they are proposing to you is also much, much lower. Like the four of pentacles is really stingy. So if you go through these investors, or what these people are talking about, the investment or the monetary value that you will generate with your masterpiece, if you listen to them, it's going to be self-sabotage, because these people are liars. They want to keep you small. They want to keep hoarding in on your actual true blessings, right? And your true blessings are abundance consciousness, and they're keeping you in lack mentality. They're keeping you small. So this could be the aspects as well. So the value that you're being offered is also is very small. It's really really small compared to your the actual value of your masterpiece, the actual value of your CV, your resume, your portfolio. So maybe you're getting offered a job, and the offer is they might be saying that, okay, you're gonna get 10% above your previous salary, that your basic salary at your previous job. And like your incentives are going, but your incentives that you were, your bonus and your incentives, your commission, or whatever the additional monetary value, that percentage is going to be much lower than what it used to be at your previous job. So they are trying to they're trying to bribe you with a 10% salary, basic salary hike, right? But all throughout, you're going to be continuing to do your own work. You're going to be contributing in this new job, uh, creating your own intellectual property, your own systems. You're going to be doing you're going to be applying your expertise in the manner for which you used to get a very high commission and bonus previously, but now you're not. Now you're just going to get a basic salary hike. So they're going to keep that's going to make you want to, like, hold back on on putting in original ideas. It is going to hold you back on putting in original ideas. and and they're going to keep flashing this amount at you. And the incentives and bonus, and whatever they're flashing at you, so whatever they're giving you as bonus, it's is so much lesser than what you should be paid. So they're showing you that, okay, only this is the only amount, like, that we can give you as bonus and incentives and commissions. But in fact, the amount is much much larger and higher. And that is also seen, that is also coming out into the open. It's coming out into the open. Whatever you worked really hard on, and work really really with dedication and determination, and made it your own expertise, that has not only been undervalued, but that value has been captured and kept away from you. So this is that aspect as well, not just the gold investment and all of that, but it's like whatever your expertise is, what your CV, your resume is being undervalued, and you're not getting the bonus and commissions that you're supposed to be getting, and they're flashing it right in your face, saying that, oh, okay, we did earn a lot more, but we're just not offering it to you. We're going to just flash it in your face. And then um, and something's happening here. It's like the there's a judgment call on all this, like holding back, like you held back on some kind of productivity, or stop giving them something. So it's like, okay, I'm going to match what you are giving me, right? So that is what you're doing, so I'm going to match what you are giving me. If you're going to reduce the percentage of how much bonus I'm supposed to get, how many incentives I'm supposed to get, you're not going to get the extra things anymore. I'm going to take that and I'm going to keep it as my own a little intellectual property. I'm not going to find somebody from the outside. That kind of just that it's kind of balancing this person is going under investigation, because this is fraud, this is a scam, this is a scam. Human resources, right? The value of human resource, if you haven't paid the people what they are due, And it doesn't matter if you, even if you on your, on the paperwork that it, the hiring paperwork, when you were hired, and it said that you're going to get lesser bonuses for the same amount of work that you've been doing, or something that you created on your own unique selling points as a human resource. And if they're underpaying you in spite of having the money, and then showing you some false statements that they don't have enough money, that kind of stuff, that is incriminating stuff. That's a scam, that's a fraud, that's a financial crime. And that's coming out, and that cycle that you've been stuck in, uh, probably for the past 7 years, 7 year cycle, that's ending. Maybe because of some kind of new rules to uh, not new rules, but new methods and system to investigate this kind of fraud and financial fraud and scam is coming up. Too many cards. This could also just be like your peers, the people in your life, like your friends, who thought it was okay to mock you by flashing something that they stole from you, and then people just think that, oh, they are friends, so maybe that's okay. Maybe he or she gave that thing to her, or maybe so and so would talk about this kind of work and this kind of project, and maybe it was actually this person's idea, and that's why they're able to flash it at them. There's a lot of misunderstanding here. There is some kind of intellectual property, definitely, that's been created here in the world, and there are other people who have been flashing it around as if it's their own, and now, like, that there's judgment being called upon that, because we can actually tell the people who are just like flashing that about, and who are actually creating something out of it. Because you can get knowledge about all of these things from anywhere, but that doesn't mean that these people are actually creating something of value here. There's no intellectual property being generated here. And like I said, gold, gold, especially gold, the gold, right? It always goes back to the original owner, unless and until there is, uh, it has been gifted to someone, or it has been sold to someone, or bought from someone. Unless and until it's registered, it's like that. It's that old system. It will come up, and it will magically appear. And we're in the digital age. That information will magically appear. And especially IP, the investigation. There is a new system where we can actually, where I sense, okay, where we can actually trace all of the activities on the internet, people's educational backgrounds, people's workplaces. See, what they been talking about? What has their Google search history been like? What did they watch? What are the games that they play? They talk about what is the music that they listen to, and and what content are they putting out? What are they sharing? Even if they're sharing somebody else's work, what are they putting together on their platforms? What are they putting together in life? It's that is building the IP, right? Not just like, okay, like I was saying, okay, we have a tarot channel. They say Twin Flame Tarot channel, but there's not a single mention of it. There's not even a single tarot card sometimes, right? There's not a single card over there. There's just like slides, like written slides. There are some channelers who channel the energies And you can actually tell the difference between a genuine channeler versus a bot, a bot that has gone around extracting twin flame information and put it into slides with words either completely missing or sentences filled with uh, just letters. Maybe there's some code words and things like that, So it's very evident and very clear now what is spam, what's a scam, versus what is a genuine um, creator and what are they creating. The real people are being identified, the fakes who are just talking about something trending and has no value. It's like it's got no value whatsoever. This kind of activity has no value. And I don't even know. Like, I think this King of Swords, this investigator person, even this person who's speaking up, it's like they don't. It's like it's confusing. What are they going to talk about? It's like, uh, what are we going to say? Like, we're tarot readers. We pull out the cards, we read the energy. Sometimes we forget. Like, what is the ruler of what zodiac and where's what on our birth chart. Sometimes we energy is timeless. It's got its own thing, it's got its own way, and it opens up a pocket of your memory somewhere, and it's got connection to something really weird and something out there. So we can actually tell the genuine channelers and the mentalists, the tarot readers, people who are basically reading from cards. Sometimes they just have like one set of cards, and they're able to channel so much from the cards, versus some uh, something that just pops up on YouTube news feed. It's it's unesthetic, bad language, promoting lack mentality, negativity. The investigators are confused. The investigators are confused, and the people who have to speak up, it's taking a lot of strength for people to speak up against this, because it's got nothing to do with embarrassing anybody. It's just bizarre, it's just weird. But that's closing down. It's something that it's like that. It's coming full circle. It's coming full circle. It's maybe probably they just drop this. They drop that act, like this deception. Like, it just doesn't work anymore. It's like nobody cares. Nobody cares what they're holding back from us. Like we're gonna continue doing our own work. With the Hermit card here, the Virgo card showing up here again. So there could be a Virgo involved for you guys, or it could be about Virgo season by September, uh, August, September, mid August to mid September could be a crucial time for everyone, because the Virgo card is right in the middle, and something is being figured out about this old system, financial system. It's like, and I'm also getting like, we gotta. It's like you're being, if you have old world wealth, like, if you belong to a family, or your circumstances, your life circumstances, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, there are some wealthy stratas, right? That get a bad reputation. Wealthy people, rich people are spoken of as um in a very negative light. It's just that this system, this deceptive system, these evil forces, these backstabbing, betraying people, will turn you against claiming a very high level of financial situation, like abundance, wealth. They will poison your mind against it. They will poison your mind against it one way or the other. And that needs to be healed. That needs to be healed. The first thing about the law of attraction and manifestation, especially when it comes to money, like there is a source of infinite abundance. All of us can get the amount of money that we ask for. It can be ridiculous, and we've been made to feel bad about it over and over again. And this also looks to me like people interfering in your business, and then then you've kind of figured it out. You've kind of figured it out. You've digested the fact that people have interfered in your business and your life and your money and all of that, and it was all that, like, just a waste of time. Like this Five of Swords, a waste of time by other people. And they didn't. This Ace of Cup, this offer that's been coming in for this love partnership, it's like people know that, when you get together with this person, you're gonna have to they're gonna have to let it go. They're because there's gonna be two of you keeping an eye on things, right? Keeping an eye on your wealth. It's literally like people just want to, they will take anything. They will take anything that belongs to you, that has some kind of sentimental value, uh, a time value attached to it, or futuristic value attached to it, and they will just take it and grab a hold of it and mock you with it. Like, I cannot. If it's not clear to you, you might as well go and watch this again, because this is very, very important. It is very important. This message is very important. Somebody is being really deprived and pointlessly being kept in this debilitated, uncomfortable, and depressed environment. And you don't look the part. You look fine. You look fine. Like, you're you're still doing your work. It's just that they want to make you feel bad about being able to generate this kind of value value for money. They want to keep making you feel bad about it. They want to make you feel bad for being wealthy in the first place and being able to be wealthy. We have the Empress here. So we have Virgo, Taurus, we have Leo, we have yeah, Virgo, Taurus, and Leo. Two of Pentacles. There's somebody spying on you. They're trying to find out like what you have. Like, let's say another simple analogy, like, there's a dress that you went to the tailor, you sat down with them, and you had a designer, right? And you said that, this is something that I have in mind. This is my design. Can you have it made for me? And there are some changes and things like that. Okay. And and somebody hears that those changes to those designs, your own unique tweaks to the design, right? It's not even the designers. You're just going and talking to the designer if this is possible, and the designer is like really fascinated. Like, yeah, sure, I want to make this dress for Empress here. I want to make this dress for Empress, and you're not even a dress designer. You're nothing. You're just like, there's an outfit, and I want to have it, like, and I'm just going to go to an expert and see if it's correct and if they can make it. And somebody's intercepted that and gone and replicated that dress, and before it comes back from from the tailors, the designer, or thing. It's come out into the market, and you're like, okay, but it was not about money. It was about my style. I wanted it to be my thing. It's as simple as that. It's not about the money. You wanted it to be your thing, and now this dress that you really put your heart, some kind of sentiment value, some kind of uniqueness, and you might not even wanted to wear that dress outside anywhere. But then it went ahead and became something very commercial with bad materials used at it, and but then eventually everybody sees your original dress with made out of really good material and clothing and better craftsmanship. They actually see the original piece, and they see that whoever mass produced this original piece, this original dress design that you're wearing or you have, right? When the entire world is seeing, okay, this is where it's come from. We're standing at that point, like, okay, this is where it has come from, this is where it is due to be paid, the credit, the money, whatever it is. And trust me, when I'm giving you these analogies, like the charm bracelet, as well as your as a dress, anything of that sort, this is just a sign, like, you are owed the credit, the value that you have created, whatever you have designed, whatever you've worked on. You are owed that. If somebody has stolen, if somebody has stalked, if somebody has hacked your phones, if somebody has hacked into your internet stuff, like whatever you have saved everywhere, and if they've created fake copies or just like copies of it, and gone ahead and made some money, they have it's being traced back to the source. You might not be a celebrity, you might not be anybody famous, you might have a normal life, you might have a quiet life with very few people who know you, right? But it's like it's coming back around to you. The credit is coming back around to you. It's like winning the lottery for something that you actually did, not just like scratching some numbers or entering some numbers on a piece of paper and then submitting it, and then no, not that. No. It's something that you've actually done, and you've had to let it go, but because somebody was being so sick, deranged, and evil, that this could be more than one people. Okay, this could be about one, two, three, five people, more than five people, 5 to 10 people who have done this in your life, and they're somehow connected with each other because of their evil, their deception, their need, their inherent, their envy towards you. Okay, the envy, the people in this combination of the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. This kind of combination looks to me like, somebody's envious of the fact that you can create something so charming and so amazing, and it's like they want to snatch that little bit of happiness from you and claim that intellectual property, that creative idea, as their own. So there are a lot of people that might have done that, and it's out of envy and jealousy. It's like they've gone to the length of actually making money out of it, even if it's very small money. They've made small money out of it, Or it could have been like a whole industry, like a worldwide industry based off of your ideas, right? They've made millions of, probably billions of dollars over the world, and that's coming full circle. Like, who's the one who created who came up with this? It's something of that sort. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. The real information is coming up. We have the King of Wands. It's coming through. Okay, we have the moon card here. So at the full moon, there's a possibility that this will come to you. This will come back. This the cycle will end 11/11. As I said to you, it's going to come back to you. This whatever this investment that people have been trying to steal from you, or this idea, or it could be both. Like, you kind of always have had the flair of coming up with something and used your ideas and things like that, and then when they were asked to build on top of it, they couldn't, and they had to go and tell everybody that no, it's actually I knew this so and so person and it came from them. And if you want to talk about it, you should go and talk about it to the original creator. That kind of thing is happening, as well as these people who know that you're going to get funded for your future ventures, right? That is also happening. People who knew and they were kind of trying to keep uh, you, like they intercepted that conversation, that information. Like, okay, this investor, and they went and told the investor that, hey, I know this original creator, I know this really genius, brilliant person that you are pursuing, who has this beautiful idea. they these people, they went and spoke to your investor who was wanting to get in touch with you, right? And they just kept stalling them. They kept deceiving them. They keep pushing them away from you, holding back some information about your whereabouts or how to get in touch with you from them, right? So somebody who stole your idea previously and who couldn't build on top of it has now opened their mouth and gone and told somebody, okay, the original idea came from this person. So suddenly, out of the blue, you're going to have a, hey, I was told that this original idea comes from you, and why don't you come and work with on our team as a freelancer consultant or whatever? And because our team member who used to know you, who they got this idea from you, they can't build on top of it. So maybe you can, and we'll pay you some money, right? Some very big money. That's happening, as well as that people who have been deceiving investors, saying claiming that they probably know you, or they know about this idea or whatever you're creating as well as you do, but the investors were never interested in talking to those people. So they kept on lying and cheating and stealing from the investors as well, fooling them. This liar, cheater, stealer, thief, this thief energy. So the investors are also really pissed off, and the investors kind of probably restraining order. This is a restraining order, strength card, and Five of Pentacles, like a restraining order. You're in front of the judge, like, and a policeman. Kind of have to inform a policeman or somebody, um, community service person. So maybe these people are being put into community service not public facing, but like somewhere in the background, like, to, I don't know. So, but yes, during the full moon that's on the, I think, yeah, 7th of March. You can expect this information to come through. Like either you're going to get an offer to work on a team that is building something that one of the team members stole the idea from you. This is a long time ago. This could be like when you were like a student, like a child, like probably 17, 18 to 21. It's just new, like a young adult. Yeah, we have 9. Could be as young as 8 or 9, or this could be like the 8th grade and 9th grade. It could be that young, like a teenager, when you started working, or like when you started expressing your ideas and thoughts. At that point, like, maybe your peers thought that they could build up on your original ideas, and they pitched them these ideas way later in life, in their, that's how probably they got the jobs or the business offers, like the investment offers, and now they can't build up on it. And then their companies have possibly got investigated that why can't you build up on it if it's your original idea, and that comes around to you. This could happen to during the full moon, because this scam is ending. Whoever's taken your intellectual property or anything that you have created value out of, and that's going to be something that you do in the future as well. Whoever stole this opportunity from you in the past, right, and couldn't build up on top of it because you are supposed to do it, maybe not back then, but you were supposed to do it in the future in your own way, but they kind of stole some a little bit out of it, right? So that needs to balance out, that needs to come full circle. So whatever they, so you can be thankful towards them, right, for this. You can thank these people for actually making your idea famous. And probably the last decade or so, what did I say? Yeah, what did I say about 7 years? For the last 7 years, like, you were probably not ready to start working on this idea, this original concept. But then they went and pitched it, or made it a part of the world, a big industry, a worldwide industry. And now they can't build on top of it, their original idea. So they're going to have to speak up and tell the truth, that, telling the truth as it is, that, I can't come up with this, and nobody seems to be able to come up with this because this original idea was theirs. And you're still probably seeing it in the future, this being your future life. You're still building on top of it, you're still readying your original thing. But there's a shoot off, like a spin off or a collateral product that has already been generated in the world based on your original ideas when you were a kid. And this has got to do with like some kind of creative process. It's a system that you work, it's your own method. It's something very, very, very intangible. It's not tangible. These people try to build something tangible from it, and they couldn't build on top of it because the intangible value is always attached to the mind that created, conceived of it originally. Like I said, gold, especially gold, it is promised to every human being. So even if you're an orphan, you don't know who your parents are from, even if you fell from the sky, you know that your parents left you with resources, or their parents left them with resources to pass on to you. It is the truth. It is the cosmic truth. This is the truth of the universe, the multiverse. This is what God gives you. It's promised. It's always promised. It's always promised. And it's all coming to the light. The deception is ending. Full moons are about endings. The deception is ending on full moon. Information is coming out. We have the Ace of Swords here. After this ending, after the full moon's ending energies, that deception, we have the World card here. So maybe this happened in the last full moon, and this new moon you kind of had the new beginning. Like you might have got it energetically, like that you've got some kind of, you've heard some kind of judgment call in your favor, and you might have been spurred into action on working on some project, some creative project that you left when you were a child, or when you were a young adult, and some career path or some kind of idea, some kind of brilliant, very creative, very vibrant. I'm getting like a lot of uh like good vibes from this kind of thing. It was good, pure intentions, right? That I've been sent to create this, and I'm going to create this. It's got to go out into the world. But now you're understanding about original work versus a replicant or a copy of it always turns out, uh, I don't know. It's like this card sometimes makes me sick. It's like, look at this person. It's like, it's so petty. It's so petty. It's unbelievable. If it's not original, they, if somebody's taken somebody else's original idea, they're always going to want to like hold on to it with dear life. And so that, versus this ease, like, look at this. She's so much is at ease, like working on her original idea. So when it's an original idea, you actually see that peace, and this person is automatically, gracefully creating this. Uh, so the information's coming through, like what ended in the last. You might have felt the ending, the last full moon. Um, you might have had the final information, like in a very bizarre way, of all of this backstabbing, all of this betrayal, and you might be like, but like who? Why is this energy coming? This energy of deception. Why is this coming to me? I've cut off a lot of people in my life who are these liars, cheaters, and stealers. But it doesn't end at that. If they have stolen things that you created value, or that you created and have monetary value, then that's gonna come around, right? These people know that it's gonna come around to you. It's gonna come around to you, no matter how much they hog and hoard it. So that kind of spiteful, bitter energy, jealous, envious energy is what hit you after the last full moon, and and you kind of healing from it. They did try and make you feel like it's self-sabotage, like you didn't step up to the medal, and it's all energetic. It's all energetic. I don't think anybody directly approached you, had the guts, because it's literally it literally ended. It ended in the past. So I don't think they had the guts to show up in front of you and say this. This could also be, since it's Leo here and the King of Swords, right? It could also be that your parents, and we have the Hermit card. It could also be that your parents are realizing how. Uh, we have the King of Wands also over here, telling me that maybe your parents are realizing this. They are getting something that they are owed, which they probably started for their children, which is you. The credit is coming back round into the right hands. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for the likes. Please like, share, subscribe if you would like me to channel your specific situations. And thank you so much for being here. Rara, sorry, I was doing the reading, and that I don't reply generally on the chat, live chat, while I'm doing the readings. Also, I would like to say that, if you have some question, just type it out, and it'll come through. I will say something. Definitely, I will definitely channel, even if I'm not reading live chats, or the comments, or not directly answering the question. Your question will be answered. It has happened a few times already on live chats when I've done live tarot. It's happened. Like, I'm just pulling out the cards and talking about something, and sometimes the questions are out of context as well, and still there's somehow, like, when I go back and check, like, around that time, I end up saying something that gives the person asking the question the answer, right? So this is how tarot is. This is energy reading, and energetic communication. We're all connected. We have It's one mind and one soul. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.